morning, viewers. Welcome back to Jamb level indices. Today we are going to be treating these three questions which I recommend for people writing Jamb. So let us start. Solution. Number 1. It says 2 raised to power x is equal to 0.125. Find x. So we have 2 raised to power x is equal to 0.125. Find x. The first step in solving this is converting 0.125 to a fraction, which will be 125 divided by 1000. As you can see, as you notice, 125 can be divided by 25 and can also be divided by 1000. So let us go ahead to divide 125 by 25, which will give us 5. And if you should divide 1000 by 125, you have 40. As you can see, 5 can go into 40 8 times. 5 can go into 5 once. So 0.125 will substitute 1 over 8 for 0.125. That will give us 2 raised to power x is equal to 1 over 8. In indices, we are taught that when we have something like this, it can be represented as 8 raised to power minus 1. But since 8 is equal to, that is, since 8 is equal to 2 raised to power 3, we will have 8 raised to power 1 as 2 raised to power minus 3. So let's substitute 2 raised to power minus 3 to 1 over 8. That will give us 2x is equal to 2 raised to power minus 3. Cancel 2, cancel 2. We have x is equal to minus 3. And that's our final answer for this question. So let's solve the number 2 question, which says open bracket 216 close bracket raised to power minus 2 over 3 multiplied by open bracket 0.16 close bracket minus 3/2. So let us solve that question. Since we know our laws of indices, this should not be much of a task for us. So we have open bracket 216 raised to power minus 2 over 3 multiplied by open bracket 0.16 close bracket minus 3/2. In our indices, the last law states that when we have something like this, we are going to convert it to be open bracket cube root, that is, this 3 will become cube root of 216 close bracket raised to power minus 2 multiplied by this 0.16 will now be converted to be 16 over 100 close bracket minus 3/2. Now, we have a minus here and we have a minus here. To remove this minus here in this question, we are going to be adding dividing this. That is, we are going to be using 1 divided by this. That will be open bracket 3 root over 1 216 close bracket raised to power 2. And this will be multiplied by open bracket, this 100 will come here and this 16 will come here. So we'll have 100 over 16 3/2. We have removed the minus already. So let's do what we did here. For this one, we'll have this to be open bracket square root, okay, in a square root, we don't need to put the 2. Then 100 over 16, close bracket, raised to power 3, multiplied by, open bracket, 3 cube root of 216 will give you 6, which will give you 1 all over 6 raised to power 2. So for this, square root of 100 will give us 10. And square root of 16 will give us 4. And they can divide. 2 here will give us 5. 2 here will give us 2. We'll be left with 5 all over 2 raised to power 3. So we have open bracket 1 over 6 all squared multiplied by, open bracket, 5 over 2 close bracket raised to power 3. And this will be 1 raised to power 2, 6 raised to power 2 multiplied by 5 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 3. 1 raised to power 2 will give us 1. 6 raised to power 2 will give us 36 multiplied by 5 raised to power 3 will give us 5 times 5 gives us 25. 25 times 5 gives us 125 all over 2 raised to power 3 will give us 8. We are going to simplify further. We have 125 divided by 36 multiplied by 8. 8 multiplied by 6 will give us 8 multiplied by 3 will give us 24. 24 plus 4 will give us 28. That will be 125 all over 28. And that 288, sorry. And that's your final answer. So that is for that. Let us solve the third question. And the third question says 8 raised to power n multiplied by 2 raised to power 2n divided by 4 raised to power 3n. And this asks us to simplify. Since it's not an equation, we can't find n, but we are asked to simplify. So we have 8 raised to power n multiplied by 2 raised to power 2n divided by 4 raised to power 3n. Our first step is to look for what we can use to be a base variable. And the best number to use will be 2, because we can reduce other terms to get 2 raised to power something. That is like 8 now. 8 will give us 2 raised to power 3. 2 will be equal to 2 raised to power 1. And 4 will be equal to 2 raised to power 2. Now, let's simplify further. Substitute 8 for this. We will have 2 raised to power 3, open bracket, raised to power n, multiplied by 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 1 over 2n, divided by 2 raised to power 2, 3n. If you follow the law of indices, the law states that when we have something like this, we'll multiply this by this. So we'll have 2 raised to power 3n multiplied by 2 raised to power 2n divided by 2 raised to power 6n. And this will give us, we'll pick one of the base variable, that is the base, which will give us 2, 3n, multiplied in indices means plus, so it will be plus 2n. Division means minus 6n. And this will give us 2. 3 plus n will give us 5n minus 6n, which will be 2 raised to the power minus n. And that will be our final answer. Thank you for watching this video. I'm the lecturer. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more.